I know that all of us have been inundated with bad news out the wazoo. It seems like every story out there right now is overwhelmingly negative, and it can get exhausting. It can get overwhelming. So I wanted to do something a little bit different here and buck that trend and deliver some terrible news instead. Nvidia, with a nice little trick up their sleeve, just made a really cool announcement here about how the 50 series super refresh is delayed and the RTX 60 series might miss 2077 or also might miss 2077. In fact, we all might. AI will come in and just butt fuck us to death, but perhaps. But they might miss 2027 is the point. This is very unusual for Nvidia, but in the tech sector right now, it seems like there is a massive scramble to prioritize AI over the average consumer, so every consumer out there is getting just brutalized. They're playing a little game of your mouth, their spit, and we are the unwilling participants. They've shifted priority to AI chips instead because there is a limited supply of RAM currently available. Who knows what's responsible for that? It could be fucking anything out there, honestly. Am I right, sports fans? And they are also slashing the production of its current line of gaming chips. So just a nice little double whammy of bad news in what has become extremely common for Nvidia, which is nothing but bad news for consumers. Great news for their bottom line. They're making record-breaking profits right now, which, as history has taught us, will trickle down eventually to the rest of us. That I have no doubt on, so this is something to celebrate. Yeehaw! Big round of applause to Nvidia here for absolutely slapping the cheeks of consumers here and abandoning them to prioritize AI chips. It is working out for them money-wise, but it's looking real bad for just normal people who are getting priced out of fucking technology in general right now as the prices are skyrocketing. And this has been the trend when it comes to Nvidia. Anytime something new comes out about Nvidia and like anything consumer facing, it's not good. Don't just take my word for it though. Let's tune into Chinese Charles and see what he has to say about it on the front of Nvidia. There really hasn't been a whole lot of good news for average consumers when it comes to Nvidia and everything that we've been experiencing recently. This is in regards to the previous scare about the potential pricing for upcoming Nvidia product.
听说过关于 GPU 价格的悲剧吗？我想你没听过。这不是那些 AI 狂热。
Just realized I'm wearing the same shirt right now as I was back then. I'm an outfit repeater. Literally a fucking cartoon character, huh? I'm only ever wearing the same couple of shirts, it seems.
热粉会告诉你的故事，好吧？我希望你已经弯好腰准备好了，因为这枚栓剂横竖都是要塞进来的。最近的
Oh, what the hell is this? I do not have an account.
一份报告指出 ，Nvidia 打算将 RTX 5090的价格推高到$5000。这仍然是来自韩国业内人士的一个未经证实的传闻。
Couldn't have said it better myself. There has not been anything good coming from Nvidia recently. They've been a factory of fucking terrible news. Unless, of course, you're like a supreme AI cock gobbler and get excited about AI coming through and fucking you in the face. And in that case, you need to be institutionalized ASAP. Nvidia to delay new gaming chip due to memory chip shortage. Report claims Nvidia will not be releasing any new RTX gaming GPUs in 2026, and the 60 series likely debuting in 2028. In 2028? They want to rent computers out these days. Yeah, that's the next big wave that they're looking at, I know. We talked about it. Demand for GeForce RTX GPUs is strong, memory supply constrained. We continue to ship all GeForce SKUs and are working closely with our suppliers to maximize memory availability. Why is the memory not super available? What's going on? What's causing the shortage? Oh, that's so weird. Many expect Nvidia to announce RTX 50 series super refresh at CES 2026, but just before the event, Nvidia publicly announced they would not announce any new GPUs, a first for the company in 5 years. That was hype. CES had some awesome AI shit, though. The most recent CES. Now hold your horses, I know what you're thinking. This can't be good for Nvidia to basically just abandon the consumer market. Well, it's not fully abandoning, but to be reducing their presence in the consumer market so drastically, and for the first time in a long time missing a launch and pushing everything back due to memory shortage and delay and everything like that. Surely that's going to hurt them, right? No, you fucking fool! And do you know why? AI. Every fucking tech company, scratch that, nay, every company is scrambling to find a way of getting its grubby paws into the AI sector. So that's what got us into the RAM shortage or the RAM crisis in the first place, with Micron formally announcing that they're exiting the consumer space in order to exclusively focus on the AI industry. Nvidia is prioritizing AI, and even just every company you can possibly fathom is doing everything they can to integrate AI and fucking weasel their way in there too, at the expense of consumers. Right now, everything is getting more expensive because of this. And it's not going to get cheaper anytime soon. I am not one of the people that believe the bubble's going to burst very quickly. I know there's reports of like, OpenAI running out of money by the end of 2027, all that kind of stuff. But even then, I still just don't even believe the bubble's going to burst. I think it's going to stay bad for a long time because they're pouring infinite money, endless amounts of cash into this imagination of AI here, this industry. So Nvidia isn't exactly shy about showcasing how little they need you and me, consumers. They can survive and make a killing, fucking oodles of doubloons off just focusing on AI and nothing else. So it's not really that big of a deal. It doesn't matter to them. And they're not alone. This is a very common sentiment. You're seeing all companies making this huge shift. And it's bad for average, normal people because even when something does come out, you're not going to be able to afford it because the prices are so fucking high now. It's a disaster. It sucks. And every time I see something new from Nvidia, it's just a bad news for normal people. It's crazy. How else would we get Chinese Charlie? True, at the end of the day, I think the RAM shortage is worth it for this.
厕所，那可不是什么紧张或者膝盖发软的迹象，那是严重的疾病症状，需要赶紧。
Where would we be if we didn't have the ability to do this? See, there's a little bit of good news. Thanks to AI and the prices that we're suffering now, we at least get the pleasure of hearing Chinese Charles. So, you got to take the good with the bad, right? That's pretty fucking awesome, am I right? That's some pretty cool shit. Oh man, it's wild. I had to yap about it. I've been yapping a lot about, everything that's happening in tech as a result of the AI boom and everyone doing everything they can to focus entirely on AI. You are seeing effects in every single area of your life at this point. You can't even go on the internet anymore without being inundated with AI and questioning what's real, what's fake now because of AI. You can't go on YouTube or, God forbid, Lord help us, Facebook without just being blasted endlessly with AI. It's just tragic. It sucks, man. It's terrible. Anyway, just wanted to yap a little bit about it. That's really about it. See ya.